Well, how you do. What's going on? I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people to struggle as you come on in. Please know that this is a safe space. This is a space for learning and getting learned up. This is a space for educating and being educated. This is a space for questions and answers, comments, and concerns, conversation, dialogue. This is a space of intelligence, your space. This is a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is a space of integrity, your space, a space of love. Hell, all right, this is the space of masters, kings, and queens. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information, hashtags, green screens, apps that cash, pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western, Morse code, yelling, Zakat chat. Keep all funding information in the chat for the duration of class. Fund the war effort. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're hemped up outside the train station. Don't hate the fact that you need anger management. Don't wait until you get the pink slip at the job. HR don't need you no more. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment, especially if it's you. Yeah, stop acting up. Y'all cutting up in the Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all cutting up in the Dave and Buster's. The kids crying, they can't have a good time. If you need an assessment, book it. If you or somebody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. What's that? Why are you waking up? It's 3 in the morning. What you looking at? Go back to sleep. Listen. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Man, people, places, conversations, events, You should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with the information, the life that you save could be your own. Tell them stop letting people be weird around you. Okay? Stop letting people be weird around you. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all do? Let's get busy. Couple of people to tag today. Yeah, a couple of people to tag today. How y'all doing? A little brisk, a little breezy. As you can see, I'm trying to get my ones together. Having sessions, got an assessment later, but I got to get this class now. Okay? Still in my gym attire. Missed it too. Yeah. So, man, let's make this class worth it. Okay? Got some people to tag. Somebody tag these fellas at, what is the name of this spot? Earn Your Leisure. Tag them. Yeah, tagged them. One of my good, 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 good friends sent me a video. Don't know how long ago. I think it was February, but tag Earn Your Leisure for misguiding the people. Yeah, I get tired of this financial literacy talk. Tag them. Tag Tiana Wallace, CJ Wallace, any other Wallace that got to do with the Notorious B.I.G. Tag them. Yeah, we're going to get some things straight. I don't know who you ain't fooling. It ain't me, so tag them. Somebody tag Demetria Spence. Yeah, tag that ratchet ass. And any ratchet ass little young women that y'all excuse their behaviors. Tag them. Because the ratchet bullshit has to stop. The baddie shit has to stop. Y'all are no better than these street peddlers of narcotics. These people that's running around still throwing it up and all that. Tag. Yeah, tag these broads. They need to get some cleaning up. And I don't mean just the makeup, because as you see, up under it is still a mess. It's a monster. So tag this monster bitch wherever she's still locked up. Okay, tag her peoples. Yeah, and tag Atlanta. How y'all doing out there, Atlanta? Yeah, tag Atlanta for two reasons. For her, young Scooter's family, and for the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, we got to tag them and that fan. Yes. Tag Wilson, North Carolina. I keep telling y'all about NC. NC is going through it. Tag them. Got a tragedy coming out of Wilson. Okay? That's it? Yeah, that's about it. Who do we start with? First of all, who are y'all? Yeah, who's in class? Tag yourself. Shit. Let everybody know that we here. Yeah. Let's see who in class. Put down your tweeds. It's 1:37. You should have already had inhaled your little tweeds. Even though you ain't gonna be able to follow if you're all high up. But I understand. And put your little moonshine away. Your night train. Your MD 2020. Put that shit down. Yeah, put a cap on it. Who up in here? Leah, first in. Ooh, Leah. Damn it. First in class today. Okay. Dust Fro. Yeah, we see you. See Blaze, my sniper. Philip Boone. Cool K King. Hood. Center highlights. What up? The Gressler. Global Hustler. Cool the Black Bones. In here from Zurich, Switzerland. Listen, I emailed you. Ah, that song is hot. That remix is, yeah, much better. Okay, Eric Carlo. Yeah, the Riverwalk is in the spotty spot. NCAA action. We see you. Mo, what up, Mo? Yeah, the D's on deck. Detroit is up in the spotty spot. Merklo, what up? Curly J, what up? Terrell. E. Blandon, what up? Sean Jenkins. Big Colorado, what's going on? We see you. Yeah, Mr. Matt. Mahogany Phillips. Up the hill, Brownsville. Mecca, what up, Mecca? Uncle Murder, Black and Yellow, 55. Gotcha, goddammit. 55 for Uncle Murder. Saul. What up, Saul? We see you, Willie. Willie Bethel. Uptown Dre. Bernie. What up, Bernie? Born Wisdom of Law. Peace, Almighty. What's good with you? Peace. King of Founders Village. 55. 55. Yeah. Yeah. All-Head TV. What up? We see you. Yeah. Yeah. Brownstone. What up? Yeah. Marshy. We got Marshy in the building. She probably making up somebody's face. Whoever she making up. We see you. Welcome to class 2. Yeah, she gonna hook you right on up. Yeah. Hakim B. 55. 55. Peace. We see you. Peace, Almighty. 55. Michael Hayes, what up? Shane L.A. Camille, we got Canada. First responders in the building. What's going on? Yeah, y'all here. Daddy, the UK's in the building. Daddy and daughter life. Okay. We see y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it, Stephen Gill. Oh, hot car. We see you. Tierra, the youngin' is in the building. What up, T? Okay, yeah. And as they come to class, make sure y'all invite them. When they come to class and I say your name, mark yourselves here. Yeah, say here. Damn it. Yeah. Now what we gonna start with? Let's get right to it. Because it was sent to me by a dear friend of mine. Beautiful Capricorn woman folk. Responsible for me getting into modeling at one time. I don't know if she knew that gripper grate was in effect, but I got the hell up out of there. Yeah, I know. Nah, I ain't doing all that. You ain't gonna tell me to walk this away, look at this away, and all that. Nah, I'm not doing it. But she was responsible for me being in the Source magazine, being in Elle magazine, and all these other little magazines and stuff. Yes, she sent me a video clip today, I guess from social media or podcast, YouTube space, Earn Your Leisure. Now, I heard about them before because my man Jew stays on top of scams and financial endeavors and things of that such. And you know me, I'm big anti-capitalist, okay? That shit is neither here or there. Remember, we was business at one time, okay? But she sent it to me because these dudes was talking about the estate of Christopher Wallace, also known as the Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, also known as Frank Whistle. Now, I was taken aback by the clip because, again, these are individuals who want you to be comfortable in your oppression. Anything that's about a nickel, a dollar, a bag, they believe that, man, we got to study, we got to run in, we got to do the best and do the most to get this bag, as if that bag is going to take away the fact that your ass can be George Floyd at any time. That your ass could be Trayvon Martin and Eric Garner at any given time. The bag does not, I repeat, does not absolve you from that reality. Okay? So in this clip, we were talking about how financially savvy Valletta Wallace was. Financially savvy? No. They made a statement, and I had to listen a couple of times to make sure that they was not saying his real estate, which means his actual estate. They said that she invested in real estate. And I'm like, real estate? And from 10 million, which is what his estate was worth, it jumped and bubbled to 160 million due to her investments in real estate. Now, I don't know who the hell they thought they was talking to or why this particular piece is still sitting on their platforms. No. That is emphatically now cipher. No, 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 no. I have not ever, and I don't care how many decades, I ain't see no real estate bubble from 10 to 160 million. Not happening. Not happening. Unless maybe it's commercial real estate. Okay? Commercial real estate may be bubbling at that rate in some of the most premier cities around the globe. Japan, right? Moscow, New York City, Madison Ave, Park Ave. You understand what I'm saying? Major shit. And I'm telling you that even commercial real estate in certain spaces is having a tough time. Her? And to be sure that I was listening, they also said because of her financial literacy, her discipline, she beat out the S&P 500. No. No. No way in hell. Okay? Full of garbage. Sham-Allah, peace, what's going on? Mello, what's going on? We see y'all up in here. Sierra, what's going on? Glad y'all made it to class. Y'all back up in the seats. Yeah, sit your ass down, damn it. Mark yourself here. Okay? So, not to slight, okay? Not to slight Ms. Valletta Wallace. May she continue to rest. But she damn sure wasn't no financial whiz at all. Nah. Financial whiz is when you start from nothing and acquire enormous amounts of wealth on your own. Okay? A financial whiz is somebody who has an EBT card and has to feed a family of 6 to 7 with only getting the minimal amount per person on that card and making it happen month after month, year after year. Those are some financial wizards. I've seen some single mothers in the hood with the bare minimum on that EBT feed them damn kids for a month straight. Nobody belly aching, eating up, okay? That's financial wizardry. I don't know how they do it. And still manage to get some toys, still manage to clothe them, still manage to run their little ass on a little trip or something in between time. Those are financial wizards. People who starting with a big chunk and then have advisors in their ear along the way. That ain't no whiz. That's no wizardry. That's not no discipline. No. No, especially for somebody who wasn't too thrilled about her son being in the space where this wealth came from. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that at all. At all. So from what they claim was 10 million at the time of his demise to today being worth somewhere around 160 million. I for damn sure know that all of that chunk didn't come from no real estate. Didn't come from real estate. No, no, no. That would be like me saying, man, I paid rent for the last and next 4 months or for the war effort. Y'all know that shit don't happen at all. It can't. Everybody know what they come and reach out and hit that war effort for. Y'all know that. Y'all know that ain't right and exact. Huh? Yeah. They hear me say it 2 or 3 times during a whole class. So if I told y'all I was balling out, y'all be like, come on, get out of here. Stop stunting. Cut it out. Okay? I'm telling them what is it? Earn your leisure. Cut the bullshit out. These are quick finds. However, notice that whenever we bring up a topic in class and I ask you to research it, or I go and research something that y'all send me, you can only find the current space. You can only find the current narrative that they want y'all to believe in. Because when I went in, I had to put his mother's net worth, because that's what they said. They didn't say nothing about his estate. They said that she acquired all this wealth because she invested in real estate, beating out the S&P 500. So I went, and of course, I'm going to Google for Letta Wallace. Net worth from 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, all the way up. But whatever you put in there, they're going to give you the current 2025 articles specifically on when she met her demise, when she passed. It is that difficult for you to research and get specific information, especially if it's a current narrative. They wash all this. They scrub all this, whatever you want to call it. That's why I say when we come into class, we're usually speaking on things that are teaching, that are moments, teachable moments, educational pieces, because if you stick to a current narrative, if you stick to industry shit, you're not going to get it. You dig what I'm saying? You're not going to get it. It's a hard find. Okay? You have to go through pages and pages and pages and pages and switch up in the search bar. Different ways to write. It take a minute. So I know y'all be saying, well, damn, why his classes are starting off? Because I'm trying to go through. I'm trying to make sure I get concrete information. So when we building on this stuff here, we not missing anything. So Earn Your Leisure said that shit. They said she beat out the S&P 500 by investing in real estate, and that's a lie. It's a lie. Outright. It's not factual. I don't even think they own a home that he right there on Fulton and what is it, St. James and all that around there. I don't think they own none of that. Maybe one of them. So that right there on their part, remember, this has nothing to do with her per se. This is what they said. This is the narrative they pushing out. Okay, now let's go to it. Born Christopher George Latour Wallace on May 21st, 1972 in Brooklyn, Biggie Smalls showed an early interest in music he dropped out of high school as he delved into the streets. In 1993, he caught the attention of Sean Combs, who signed him to his newly founded Bad Boy Records. So he dropped out, even though his mom was an educator and she claimed that she stressed education. She stressed education. Though he was able to drop out and still live with her. Okay? Valletta Wallace welcomed her son, Christopher, in Brooklyn on May 21st, 1972. His father, a politician and welder, left the family 2 years later. At age 10, Christopher broke his leg after falling off a bus, and Wallace sued the city of New York and received a 5-figure settlement that she put aside for her son's college education. Sadly, Christopher was unalived by an unknown assailant in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles on March 9th, 1997. Wallace filed a lawsuit against the city of Los Angeles and the Los Angeles Police Department for the wrongful death, accusing them of conspiring to unalive her son. So she sued when he was 10. Got a little something from the city. She put it away for his college fund. He drops out of high school. So what happened to that bread? I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Okay? Let's speed it up. He goes through. He drops out. He gets signed. He becomes an icon in commercial rap. We all know the in-between. We all know the in-between. For some of you who don't know, though, he also had a business venture on his own with him, Lance Rivera, where he wrote rhymes for Little Kim, Lil C's, and Junior Mafia. So we don't know how that contract is structured as far as that was concerned. Outside of him signing some type of contract with Clive Davis, Sean Puffy Combs, Arista Records, and whatever publishing that he was getting on that end. Do not, and I repeat, do not miss the fact, because I know a lot of y'all might not know, he has signed while Puffy was still at Uptown Records. And in order for him to get out of that contract, he had to give up some of that publishing that Andre Harrell had. Remember the first Biggie album that had Sadat X and all these other MCs on it. It was a project before Puff went Grippergate, allowed Clive to play in his behind, okay, and absorb those contracts. All right? So we don't know the financial situation on that end. All right? We know, boom, he blows up. Yeah. Gets married. Yeah. All of these legalities, all these are contracts. All these are binded by the state. Yeah. The birth certificate for his daughter, Tiana. The marriage to Faith Evans. Those are contracts. The signing, the Bad Boy Records. Under the umbrella of Arista Records. All these are contracts that mama don't have nothing to do with at all. All that is debt. All those are bonds, lawyers and things like that. Okay? Fast forward to his demise. Biggie did not have a formal will. So in the mix of all these people with their hands in his pocket, like Big Red said, I'm trying to put some money in your pocket. Right? Right? Remember Big Red? Yeah. Them 5 heartbeats. Yeah, Big Red, right? I'm trying to put some money in your pocket. Okay? A lot of hands in his pocket. All right? He had no formal will, so his estate was overseen by his mother, Valletta Wallace, who became its administrator. Now that's not automatic. I hope y'all understand that. That those are other contract and signatures, and that's not automatic. Though people may believe it so, unless you've been in a space where you have lost a child or a parent. Okay? When somebody is in entertainment, when somebody's in sports, that's not an automatic give over. No, sir, no. It's not. Okay? It's not. It's not. Or you know how when they every so often tell you, look up your family's name, look up your relative's name or your name and see if you are owed money by the state. And you look up the name, oh damn, yo, they got grandma's name, and oh shit, yo, that's my mom's name. And you fill out the paperwork. Have y'all ever done that? Huh? Have y'all ever done that? I have. And then you find out some other things about heirs and who is next in line. Man, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Okay? It ain't automatic like that. Not at all. Okay? Since he had no formal will, Valletta Wallace became its administrator. Okay? His 2 children, Tiana Wallace and Christopher C.J. Wallace Jr., were the primary beneficiaries with their inheritance placed in trust funds. His widow, Faith Evans, also played a key role in managing his legacy, but did not take a significant portion of the estate for herself. Why? Because she knows that she's signed contractually to record labels and other entities. She know what's up. She knew what was up and had advisors in her ear saying, yo, listen, you might not want to touch that. Let that be over there. Because she's indebted to contracts that she's signed with record labels and things of the such. And know that whatever she do over there is going to get absorbed in the universe of the entertainment industry. So I keep telling y'all, they don't own shit. These titles of administrators and beneficiaries, and this is minimal of what it's truly worth. And I told you that was the play. Stevie J might have been getting beat for some of the publishing on some of the major songs that he did and figure, shit, if I marry Faith, the records that I did for Big, I might could get some of that publishing on. This is a play. These are financial hits. Financial hitmen. This is what this is. Let me stick you up, and you stick me up, and I stick this up, all in the space of, Peter pay Paul, pay Mary. You dig what I'm saying? Why wouldn't the wife, never was divorced, separated, why would the wife not get what she is due? Because that's, in all reality, contractually first in line. Yeah. When I looked up my mother and what she was owed, my father's still here. They were never divorced. They were separated 20, 30 years. My pops is first in line before the kids. That's how that go. Okay? So why wouldn't she get that? You make that make sense. But this ain't about her. And this ain't about spookiness and all that. This is about these individuals consistently telling y'all about generational wealth and financial literacy, but omitting specific parts, because just like everything else on Wall Street and the finances of this country is based on thievery and shit that's not tangible. Okay? If you don't have a record, a vinyl record, if you don't have a cassette tape, if you don't have a CD, that shit ain't tangible, which is why it's so difficult for them to count streams and what the streams are worth. But, however, let's get to what actually ballooned Biggie's estate. It ain't real estate. It wasn't homes. What she was able to do with the 28 million physical records that he sold. Remember, we're talking about somebody who was selling millions of records before streaming. 28 million. 28 times platinum over the course of his 2 albums and the other put together albums. 28 million. Now, if you multiply that by shit, back then records was going for $14.99. That's a pretty penny. That's a pretty penny to give somebody who ain't bust a rat. See, because the artist is the one that the industry haggles with when it comes to their intellectual property, their worth. Your family ain't do shit. She ain't bust a rap. She didn't even like hip hop. So why are we going to sit here and believe that these people who were so instrumental in pushing this individual to prominence and was very, very gripagatish is just going to give away money to somebody who's not in it? It don't work like that. No, it don't work like that. Hell no. Unless she was in it. Now, we do know she ran through for a lot of years. Yeah, she was on Vlad. Yeah, she was in the Euro space. Which was funny because he didn't do the interview. And that was early on when she did Vlad. We know that she was at many award shows. We know that. We know that she kept in touch with the Puffster. Yeah, and all industry people. Was she in the whip? We don't know, but we do know that she utilized his work, his intellectual property to get this wealth. But in order for that 10 million to become 160 million, she had to use the S&P 500. Okay? She didn't specifically take a chunk of it, that little 10 million, and bubble it. It ain't like she went and invested in pork bellies or textiles or oil. In that part, or the NASDAQ and all that, all the big, no. But what did she do? Some of her recent ventures was NFTs, NFT collections, right? His streaming, interactive exhibitions, right? Metaverse projects. Like I said, the books, the biopic, right? Remember 2009 Notorious? Yeah, she ate off of that. 2021 Netflix documentary and all that. Plus 5 billion streams since streaming became the major format to push music through. So that's where the quiet wealth comes from. Not her. They're rehashing and reusing what he already put together. It's not like she's gonna fall off. How? Every year, there's an interest, there's discussion about her son and his legacy and his music. So that 10 million was going nowhere. Every year, there was opportunity for it to go up and up and up. All you got to do is sit back. That's it. That's it. She would have never went in a deficit. Why? Because of the interest that most of us consistently have with who Biggie is. Now, Earn Your Leisure, I don't know what kind of game they pulling. I really don't. As if she was a financial whiz. Nah, that don't work like that. That's the same thing they trying to do with all these Congress people. They trying to figure out how the hell y'all only making 200,000-300,000 maybe tops a year, and y'all worth 60 million, 70 million based on trading, stock markets, and all that, with no financial background, none. Cousin Reg, what up, cousin? My cousin from ATL. Well, living in ATL, he in Brooklyn, East New York native, flat leaving, and left us. Now he in the A. Salute. Yeah, that don't work like that. You have absolutely no background in economics and finance. You a congressperson. And all of a sudden, in a year or 2 or 3, you worth 60 million, 40 million and all that? No. So no, Miss Wallace ain't no financial whiz. Wasn't no real estate. Show the real estate. She was able to bubble. She was able to bubble her son's legacy by having decent people in her ear. Say, nah, do this, do this, do this. And the energy that commercial rap and the hip hop community still have in her son's catalog. So stop pushing that financial literacy discipline and she beat the S&P 500. No, she didn't. She was able to utilize technology and the current waves to make sure that something was still there. Now, is it going to be there in the future? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Highly. Highly. I'm telling you, listen. I told y'all previously in this class, I had to literally unfollow his daughter, who is now in line to be next. She's in line right now. Tiana Wallace. To be the administrator of this estate. Now I had to unfollow her because why? She was too young to be drinking as much as she was. Consistently. Drunk up online without a care in the world. And I'm always trying to figure out how's this man's daughter have none of his peoples around to, yo, help her. Help her. Consistently drunk. And in the clubs making it rain. Grabbing up on stripper gripper. Sniffing grippers in the club. Drinking and drunk. I'm like, nah, I can't watch that. Nah. No. So that means whatever she may be getting, sooner or later, is going to be squandered. Just like many other relatives, many other siblings, many other children of people in the entertainment industry. The industry swallows that up. Yeah. Yeah. The industry not going to keep pushing that music and allowing these people children, these people's family who don't sing, who don't rap, who don't dance, who not performing to eat off of it. You crazy? They worked hard to beat the initial artists through these wild contracts and stuff. They worked hard to get that, to keep them in debt. You believe that they're going to allow family members to have what y'all call generational wealth off of somebody who's no longer here? Nah. Get out of here. They don't work like that. They don't work like that in corporate America. They don't work like that on the street. You ever seen somebody block be held down when they go to jail or when they get bodied? That's a wrap. If there ain't no strong member on the team to hold it down and take it for him or her, that's a wrap. That block go to somebody else. Get out of here. Nah, they don't work like that. So you think that? And she drunk on a regular basis? Come on, man. Y'all can't believe that. Where does it go? It goes right back into the system. It goes back to some bagelmeister, some lawyer who's going to make sure that they eat off of it and send their kids to college. Send their kids into different industries where they could bubble it. Remember, it's all phantom bread. It ain't even fiat money. Unless we buy it, unless we stream it, unless we pay attention to it. Most of those millions of dollars are projected. Oh, if we do this and put this out, then they'll come running and they'll buy it. That's what that is. That's ignorant capitalists who believe that they can just pitch and sell anything to anybody. That shit don't amount to nothing. It's not there. They give these individuals, say they give AI $10 million for Reebok, believing that he could sell at least 1 million pair of sneakers stateside or maybe globally. Now, if he don't sell it, if that sneaker don't sell, then it's a wrap. You think they're not going to find a way to get that 10 million back from him? He's indebted for that. Unless it's some bonus. Or we just going to give you this just because. Capitalists don't move on nothing just because. They're going to get their money back. That's why these people don't own themselves. And start wigging out and bugging out because they start seeing ghosts. Yo, somebody following me. You hear that? Who that? Who's over there? Who making that noise? You understand? They don't get that. They wig out. Somebody gonna have to give up that bread or them grippers. So now his daughter is showing. His daughter is showing that. Again, I unfollowed her maybe 2-3 years ago. Consistently drunk. In the club. Making it rain. Hugging up. On stripper gripper. Sniffing. Oh. What are we doing? And the son on criminal justice reform and cannabis programs and stuff like that. So who gonna be the administrator of this estate now that supposedly his mama is gone and was steering the ship? His daughter? Son? Who? Who? Talk about it. Talk about it. Who? Let's go. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay? Even in the trade papers, they saying there's speculation about Tiana. Speculation about her taking a leadership role. They don't know who's going to do it. But I know one thing. For a platform that speaks on financial literacy, for a platform that speaks on economics and things that are such, that was the wrong clip to be putting out there with that misinformation like that. They need to rectify that. Earn your leisure. Get that shit right. She didn't beat no S&P 500. The industry was doing what it does all the time. Make sure it gets back its investment in somebody that's no longer here to work that shit off. Okay? All right. Next up. God damn it, because for y'all somebodies that always want me on, working hard for minimal returns. Is we going to get financial literacy involved. Yeah. Let's continue though. Let's do a follow-up from a story that we spoke on a few days ago. The tragic ending of Young Scooter, rapper out of the ATL, Young Scooter's life. Again, when we spoke about it the night of, or was it the morning of, we found it very suspect in class, all of the different stories that was coming out of the A, because we kind of jumped on this right away. And they would speak of him being clapped by police. They would speak because the police came out and made a statement quick, fast, like, yo, hold up. We didn't do that. We found him. He was injured, back and forth. So when we jumped on it, we said it was a little suspect, that the story was kind of crazy. Days later, as it's consistently getting viral, we come across 911 calls that was made to address some going-ons that was supposed to be at that location. Now, other people who are in the area, they've been going in on it. I just want to use this teachable moment for our women and our men who have young folks under their charge, in their custody, to get them out of believing that this ratchet bullshit, this era of ratchetness and allowing these ghetto narratives and behaviors to consistently be embraced and at times ignored, shrugged off, to, yo, we need to cancel that. That has to start to be canceled. And if you yourself are 40, 50, 50-ish, still moving into space where you think it's cool to be ghetto and ratchet and I don't care about this, it's all about me, YOLO, da-da, and all this, we lit. Get that ignorant garbage shit up away from you or us, because it's not doing us any good. Because that is not something that we should bang our chests and be proud of. Okay? Not at all. It's one thing to know the energy, the dialect of people coming up in conditions where the incomes are lower, for us to understand each other, how we vibrate as melanin people, as melanated people. But to believe that we are niggerish on a regular basis, ignorant, unlearned, that has to stop. Especially when it comes to our young women. That is more destructive right now than anything. Because these young women with this ratchet behavior, with this dumb, ignorant shit and being proud and standing firm and tall in it, is destroying us. Destroying us. They're unmotherly. They're not nurturing. Their kids are left without, excuse me, any understanding of the world, and it is going to be our downfall. This ratchet bitch, for whatever reason, decided to make a 911 call and put a whole lot of extra in it to make sure that police was going to arrive at that location. Now, whatever she says happened to her by any member of this dude's clique or entourage or whatever is going to fall on deaf ears because you didn't say it in a timely manner. However, you was auditioning for baddies. You was wearing 1,000 pounds of cheap-ass makeup and wigs and weaves and being the ultimate in ratchetness. Okay? The ultimate. The Avon Enterprises Inc. Much appreciation for the super chat. Class is in session. Salute. Power, dollar piece. Yes, indeed. You understand? So now they've arrested her. They've arrested her. But my thing is, I always, in my research, go to whatever pages they have to see exactly what's going on up here. Now, her arrest photo, people are looking and like, oh, word, wow. But her other photos, when she's going out, when she's spending whatever nickel and dime she got on some makeup or wig, she transforms like a regular monster would in the monster movies. Remember, they don't all start off as monsters. Even Dracula looked like the smooth dude until that goddamn fangs come out and he transformed on your ass to, who he really is. Right? It's the same thing with these little ratchet ass, dirty ass girls. And it's sickening because they too old for this shit. This chick is 31. Demetria Spence, 31, was arrested and charged with transmitting a false public alarm following the unalivement of rapper Young Scooter. Young Scooter, whose real name is Kenneth Edward Rashard Bailey, died after fleeing from police responding to a violent attack report. The circumstances of his unalivement are still under investigation. The 911 call described a chaotic scene involving gunfire, a woman being assaulted, and potential illegal activities, but the caller was not present at the scene. Now, she in the call was saying all type of things. A woman is outside naked. She is bloody. Y'all need to hurry up and get there. We don't know if she's going to make it because there are gunfire and things going on in this location. She kept layering and layering and layering her story in this call to make sure that police was going to get there and be in this position, be in a mental position to use lethal force. She said there were children there, that there was rush hour stuff going on in there. This is what she was saying. So they was going there ready to put somebody down. Y'all need to hurry up. And kept layering it and layering it and layering it. As a ratchet little stink snot nosed hood rat. Scum bucket. This is what they do. And this is the mentality that is not only prevalent among them, but it starts from the 40 to 50-year-olds that's in Basketball Wives and all this other reality TV and gets broken down to the 30-year-olds, to the 20-year-olds, to the teens. This disgusting rat behavior from these hood boogers who believe that it's all about them or it's about nothing. And about them for what? Y'all barely washing y'all ass good. Y'all never hitting the GYN. You are believing in some false narratives that was created and pushed through commercial rap, pushed through the streets, because they have no knowledge of self. But it's about fun and games. It's about twerking. It's about makeups. It's about wigs. It's about eyelashes. It's about BBLs. Everything that has to do with that garbage. But if we consistently accept it and tolerate it, and it's not a South thing, it's not an out West thing, this is prevalent all over. I see this behavior with women that may have one kid at 18 to women who have got 3 and 4 kids by the time they 30 to women all over. To Congress people. You see this rat doing challenges in government buildings. The behavior is stank. It is not befitting of our women in struggle who are making an attempt to figure out our placement. It needs to be stopped. It has to be stopped right here. Mentally accepting it and tolerating it. Start looking at these bros like how they are. Disgusting. That you look like a piece of doo-doo. You sound like a piece of doo-doo. Nigga, where your kids at? This is where we at with it. So they arrested her because they're going to charge her. Now, they may not be able to charge her with his body, but they damn sure going to go to full extent. Yeah, they're going to go to full extent as further as they can go. And they should. And they should. But if we don't push this and push the narrative that, yo, at what time are y'all going to stop? At what time are y'all going to stop being these dirty baddies? Ain't nothing good. There's nothing bad about y'all little dirty, dusty ass bras. Nothing at all. They changed and flipped that entire narrative of what baddies were or supposedly had been. At first, it was supposed to be the little Drea types. But so many people, women specifically, couldn't keep up with that. They couldn't keep up with the BBL or the look. So they reversed it through commercial rap and said, nah, we baddies. Because we are in the hood, because we can fight, because we can turn up. Because if you look at any of the show where they are prevalent, it's always the worst of the worst. They call them baddies. These little dirty ones that want to fight up on each other all day. What's bad about that? Other than it really being the true adjective of bad. Yeah, that's bad. That's all you can do is fight on each other. That's what they reduced black women to. On our anniversary of celebrating the transition of Winnie Mandela, that image is gone. We got to deal with this shit. Little musty broads running around fighting and carrying on. And ain't fighting the power at all. These little dust buckets, if y'all not going to educate them, get them up out of here. They got to go with the gangbangers and all that. All of them got to go. We wasting time. We wasting time having tolerance for that shit. We wasting time. Because I'm telling you, the next generation after these little dirty ass girls, man, I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want to see it. I could imagine. These ones here don't use no lotion. No Aqua-4 or nothing. Nothing. You see what the rest picture look like. You see what the shit is that they did to Glorilla this week. Showed her before and her now. And all you gotta do is scrape up that makeup. That before is right there. Right there. But they put them in these positions. Never before in the history of our people have we ever seen this many inarticulate black women on high profiles. Never. If you couldn't speak good, they wouldn't even interview you. If you were nervous in front of the camera, if your English wasn't right and exact, you ain't get interviewed. You crazy. When they interview people who were A-listers, okay, they spoke well. They may not have been most conscious, but damn it, they didn't sound like they're in the third grade. You literally got these brothers who can't put 3 or 4 sentences together on global platforms. Y'all looking crazy. They got black women looking crazy out here. Yeah, you know, I mean, because of twerk. Yeah, because I twerk. Yeah. No, because I wrote the song. The fuck is going on? Y'all serious? Black women, y'all serious? That's who y'all got representing y'all? And wonder why y'all walk through y'all corporate spaces getting disrespected. Out in society getting looked at weird. Because they trying to figure out if you one of them. Because they have the same things you got. That you went to college to get the degree for. That you've been working hard for. You have your little whip, your little look is put together, your briefcase. These same little dust bunnies got the same shit. And here now this one. That's the mentality. At 31 years old, I'm going to call 911 on black men in Atlanta, Georgia, and say guns, beating women, bloody women, activity. Okay? Hello, dirty ass. This is the mentality of our children. Not excusing who he may have been. Again, we don't excuse the behavior of the black man. I don't know what the hell he was doing. I know what his music was about. Maybe it could have been. But it wasn't happening that night. It wasn't happening then. But this is what our babies is doing to each other. Whitey ain't got nothing to do with that. Whitey has nothing to do with that. Man, listen. We got a lot of work to do. And limited resources to do it. We do. I ain't gonna front. But that's 8 out of 10 women running around right now in your projects, in your hoods, in your wards. That's where they at. In your schools. And that mentality is seeping into those who you believe are educated, who you believe are learned. I see teachers acting like it. I see bankers acting like it. I see nurses, real estate agents acting just like that. And enveloping themselves in this ratchet behavior. Congress people, y'all think it's funny and cute. She going to jail. She going to jail. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see her wear some wigs and makeup when she in there. Yeah. Let's see how lit you could be. Yeah. 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 Put it on in jail, damn it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Little runty rat. Okay. Yeah, because I got to get up out of here. I got some business to tend to. Again, we don't eat here off of this. So I got to get to this next story, this next aim, class aim, and then go try to earn my keep in the community. We got a terrible story coming out of Wilson, North Carolina. And again, I have to attribute this to the mentality of those involved and how that mentality speaks to all of us as melanated people. Disturbing. But again, here in this class, in this space, we speak clearly and make an attempt to make sure that we are not in this space here. Wilson, North Carolina. A Wilson man is accused of unaliving his mother and his younger brother late Monday afternoon. Wilson police say Deron Jenkins is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. Police say they went to a home on Snowden Drive shortly before 5:30 p.m. where they found 50-year-old Dana Jenkins and a 15-year-old boy found unalive. Officers confirmed that the 15-year-old is the suspect's younger brother. Police have not said how the two were unalived or possible motive in the double homo. Jenkins is being held without bond. Records show that the 25-year-old Jenkins was released from state prison 1 week ago after serving time for larceny of firearms and several B&Es, burglary and entries of vehicle convictions. So he basically was robbing cars for firearms and, weirdness. The irony in it is that his mother posted on Facebook that she was so glad that her son was coming home, that he was being released. That she praised her higher power. Thank you. And my boy's being released. And a week later, he allegedly takes her life and his little brother's life. This the type of time. And y'all don't care, excuse me, what y'all believe in, who y'all believe in. You understand? As far as anything, politically, spiritually, socially, I'm telling y'all, because I'm in this deep, I'm in this work, that it's a lot of effed up dudes up here. I don't care what you want for them, they don't want for themselves. I keep telling y'all about bidding with these people, and y'all believing that the justice system, mass incarceration, and all this other weirdness is an excuse. And that excuse is absolving them of responsibility of themselves from getting their shit together. Up here, they gone. But they could put on little clothes and little hat and posture and position themselves and whine and cry. Excuse me. And y'all give them free reign. Now I keep telling you, prison, jail, whatever you may call it, does not rehabilitate anyone. You get no rehabilitation in the criminal justice system. Never has been. It was never built for that. It was built to maintain the wealth, excuse me, of the corporation, of the states. That's it. Those who come in and go through those doors, who come out better than they went in, did it on their own. Did it on their own. Jail, prison does nothing to rehabilitate. There's not a rehabilitative program in there, nor will they ever. It is not in the best interest of a capitalist society to rehabilitate criminals. As long as you're a criminal in your head, you will always benefit your oppressors. Now, we're in a situation where these young folks are of Generation Crack era, Generation Molly era. These little individuals that are 25 that can unalive their parent and younger sibling are gone. Gone. They're gone. She loved them as any mother would. She loved them. It's her firstborn. I don't know what kind of bond she had with him. I know the kind of bond that my mother had with me. I could do no wrong. Yeah, none. They could tell my mother, yo, man, he just went wow. Man, he clapped out everything. Not my baby. No, not him. Even when I was in a space, I had to tell, yeah, Ma, yeah, I did that. Not her baby. Okay? Because what? Because I always took care of her. In every degree, I was never, ever, I still, to this day, don't use specific language in front of my father. My mother never heard it. Very respectable. Ran the house the same way I was taught. Spotless. Discipline, clean, all that. Good grades, everything. Skipped a grade. Graduated high school, college, military. I did no wrong. None. So the bond that I had with my mother was secure. So I could only imagine the bonds that they have in specific traumas. What a son might have did for her if she had any issues with men or anything. Toxic nature builds bonds. Shit, we build bonds in jail. Yeah, behind the walls, you build bonds that are unbreakable. Bonds that you have that you may not have with your siblings. People trauma bond. So while these little kids may not be nurtured, may not be educated, they parents, they mama still love on them. You know, she thanked and might have prayed to her higher power for her son's release. She wasn't watching. Okay? And he came home and unalived her in a week. Again, I speak on North Carolina a lot because people's is down there. I frequent this state. I don't know what it is. Consistent, intimate relationship violence. They're unaliving parents, unaliving siblings. It's crazy. And the domestic violence is off the charts. So if You in a space where you bumping off the walls and you need help, get some help. Now I know it's difficult to find mental health services in many of these states, especially mental health services for people who look like us, from people who look like us, and even more difficult to find somebody who understands you, who's not going to tell you you need a pill. It's very difficult. I know, because my client base, man, I've heard the stories of them making an attempt to get anger management, making an attempt to get up out of a domestic violence situation, and they got to talk to some old fay who not even really paying attention. They in the book, and looking at you as if you got something really wrong. I get it. That's why I let it be known every show, every class. Listen, come on through. I got you. Kelton Hannah, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Because it's tough. It's tough. But do it before it's too late. I'm telling y'all, stop loving on these street people. Stop loving on these people behind the walls. Unless you being very, very, very assertive with them and saying, yo, listen, you got to change your life. Change your thinking. Let us help each other. Let's walk through this path, because ain't no rehabilitation in there. None. So now a mother lost her life at the hands of her son. I can't even imagine what she may have been thinking at that time. What was she thinking? What was the little brother? How do we know the little brother wasn't waiting for him to come home? It was good. So at 25, where we at with it? And I'm telling y'all, we are lazy when it comes to doing what needs to be done. How did I change? I took the responsibility and ownership of how I was moving. And I knew that I wasn't supposed to be there. That's how I changed. That wasn't me. That wasn't my life. I don't do jail. I didn't do jail as a kid. I wasn't state raised. I ain't go through Spofford and DFY and all that. No, man, I wasn't doing my shit in the street and smart with it. Society, technology caused me to change, because I seen, with what was coming in there, this is some sucker shit. There's nothing in jail for me. No programs, no college, no nothing. When you have a certain amount of intelligence and accomplishment, jail ain't got shit for you. So I said, well, I wiggle up out of this shit. I'm gone. That's it. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. How am I going to use the lessons of my childhood, this book knowledge that I acquired, to make my potential to be greater, effective enough for me and my people to get liberated? That was my change. I seen technology. Damn, boy, your gun game is over. It's a wrap. One more for you, you getting an L. So I had to be better than Malcolm. I had to be better than George L. Jackson. I had to be better than Huey. Because if I'm saying that this is what I'm studying, this is what I'm reading, I'm saying I praise these dudes. I dig them. I got to be better than them. And they didn't have the opportunity to come home and do it. George was killed in a prison yard. Huey started smoking crack. Malcolm was killed because his own people allowed these white folk to come up in there and speak to them. So I got to be better. That means I got to make sure that I study them to the degree if I'm saying, nah, man, you were slipping right there. And that was my change. Y'all let me out? Really? Oh, I'm gone. And to keep it honest, ain't no pussy in jail. No, I can't function like that. I don't know how they do it. Those a lot of little CO thought twats running around. No, I don't do that. I don't rock with them like that in there. No. So I don't know how they do that. Once you see that, that should make any man say, "Now I don't want no parts of this." But our men's brains are so scattered that they don't care. They don't care. You don't care that what you doing in the street could cause you to do a bid away from women. Now you gotta think like, what kind of dude is you? These are the dudes that y'all feeding. That's in your house. That y'all pass in the street on a regular basis. Doing nothing. Building no one. Idle time they got. I'm trying to figure it out. In the space that we are in, we have no idle time. I get no resource. White folk is not going to pay me to liberate my people. That's dumb thinking. So they're not going to give you anything if you have programs, nonprofits, mission statements that say, I don't want nothing to do with you, whitey. We out of here. No. They'll give you some bread to put a Band-Aid on something. They'll give you, I don't have time to bullshit. I have to find a language that my people is going to believe in because so many have came through and scammed them. So many have came through and undermined them. So many have come through and really been federal agents and stuff like, I don't have time. I got to find a language to draw my people to say, I believe in you. We don't need them. Let's go. They don't get it. So in my struggle, I have to welcome the struggle and be better. I got to prove better. And I can't prove better if I'm in jail playing games. On TikToks and playing grab ass and lifting weights and eating goddamn fish all day. That's what made me change. I got a love for my people. And I know that it's easy once we in the right mind frame. Easy. They ain't seen no war. They haven't seen no people the way we will be if we just stop with the dumb shit. Get away from them politicians. Get away from them preachers and imams and all that other dumb shit. Get away from these celebrities, athletes, and acknowledge yourself as G-O-D. That's what you got to do. Because we starting from nowhere. We still in the same space. That's it. I have no time to bullshit. I don't. I have no time to lie. None of that shit. Simple as that. So, again, I can't be here. I can't because I don't get nothing from here. So I got to move. I got to work. Classroom assistants. Much appreciation for holding it down the way y'all do. Everybody come back with 10 fingers and 10 toes. Safe in your travels. Okay, you have no time for the dumb shit. You have no time to be arguing with strangers. You have no time for having confrontations with police. You have no time for the dumb shit. Get home and plot, study, research. Believe in you. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. And you got it. And you got it. Just that simple. We'll take over this shit like this. It's nothing. We are the true weapons of mass destruction. But y'all gotta get the white folk up out your head. Get them up out your spirit. They don't care about you. They courts don't care about you unless they putting you in it. None of that shit. T-47, the tariffs, none of that shit got nothing to do with you. But y'all believe in black folks that got y'all included in that shit. Yeah, we can do. Get the fuck out. Get out of here with that shit. Your job is to be militant. That's it. Find a way that they don't eat off of you, that they don't utilize your energy or your labor. Pull out. Start from scratch. Start from scratch. And really love on each other. But get rid of that negative nigga shit. That ignorant street ratchet gang. Get rid of that. Get that shit up out your house. Get that shit up out of your soul. Have zero tolerance for it. We can't do it. And it's at an all-time high. So again, believe in you. Don't believe in me. Truckers, be safe out there. Pull your horns. Stay away from them rest stop dots. Got cat shit in your eye, don't drive, pull over to the side. My educators keep educating all my people who are self-service to themselves and the community. You trying to earn a living, keep doing it. Mahogany, get that merch out. Sell people, tell them people you got pet clothes and all that, and them people that like that, let them get it. Marshy, keep making up them little people. Do your thing, Molly. Get your music out. Do your thing. See, Bliz, my sniper, keep it moving. You know how we do. Let's do it. Be about it. All right? Andre, we see you up in the spotty spot. Everybody do what y'all do. My paperwork is good. Strong here. And, look, man. Huh? What that say? Enjoy your day. I got you. Much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? F55 gang, get y'all grades up.